Hey guys, this is Stefan from Moon's Night in Studio, and on today's video I will be reacting to a Kickstarter campaign that people recommended me. Since I'm a Kickstarter designer, I will be reviewing the design parts of this campaign and not specifically the product, because that's not my area of work to be talking about it. But I've seen that it's a game, and it's a well-designed game with super cool illustrations. And I've talked with the creators, and they were super happy for me to include this on my channel. So this will be the first in a series of videos about reacting to crowdfunding websites. So yeah, that's about it. Let's see how awesome this game must be. And let's jump right in. Okay, so here we are on the campaign on Gamefound. So this is the first image that we see when we enter. And I must say that I'm already enjoying this a lot. I love the illustration style. And I think this is basically the logo as well. I don't know if there's other variations of it, but I can see this is a game around magic, obviously. There's wands. It's the Wandmaker's Apprentice. So I can see some fun characters in here. They sure have some personality with them. And yeah. There's a little cat here on the background, some moons, so let's go, let's jump right in. Not long after the fallout between master and apprentice, we find the apprentice recessed in the shadows where the law's light seldom reaches. The street lamps flicker with the tension of a town caught between light and darkness. Master and apprentice locked in an unspoken war, each one sold a silent challenge to the other's legacy. I think that this is the Wandmaker, the master, and I think this one is the apprentice. I don't know why, but it looks evil. So let's see what he does. So here we can see some cards. And like I said, I will not be jumped in on too much on the lore and even the gameplay. I will be more inside the design part of it. So I will not explain how the game works. I don't even know myself. I'd have to look at this with more attention. So yeah, so here we can see some mock-ups of the cards. Right here I must say that I like that they are not just positioned like straight forward, like in a straight line. They are like playful. There's one tilted for the right and on the right, and the other on the left, so it's always fun for people to see this kind of layout. So here we have more characters. Yeah, some of them weren't on the first banner, on the thumbnail. There's some characters. I really like the style of this. This reminds me of Arcane from Disney, the cards. I think it's a really good style. I love it. Yeah, we can see here the two-player game of Master versus Apprentice. Craft wands to build powerful end-of-round bonuses. Masterfully manages your resources such as wood, gems, dragon bone, and stardust. And then the apprentice, yeah, it's the bad guy. Refine the power of dark persuasion, trading dark market wands and other magical items. Use tactful movement to avoid the magical authorities. Ooh, some fireworks, some magical stuff. And then the Wandmaker has wood, bones, magical vials, crystals. Okay. I have to say that I really liked this parchment portion on the background. It's something that I've already used on my campaigns, and it always works. It's amazing because it really gives that magical historical feel to it. I would just maybe not here. I would lay out some, some magical illustrations, like in white, for example, just to fill this gray area. And here I would make the background darker so that we can see the parchment a little bit better, but that's just small stuff because it really works like this as well. And here on this red shape, I would also create some patterns like in red wine, for example, but like faded out with magical effects and like sacred geometry assets and stuff like that, just so it gets like real nice. Yeah, here we have a mock-up of the entirety of the assets of the game. This is awesome because we can really have a great view of everything that the game has. So this is looking really good this far. So let's keep going. So here we have the first title, Gamefound exclusives. Yeah, this is nice because we have the two characters and not just the title. I will still use the things that I said for all of these titles. I would use this sacred geometry and magical stuff on the background just so it gives that nice little touch. I'm seeing here that this shape, I'm not a fan of it. I will use something different. You know, the magical historical side, I will use another shape, but there's a little cat here. That's just fun. I love when people, designers, use these random characters on the page. It's just so fun for people that are watching. The little paws. Then we have here the banners with two wands. And then here I can see some watercolor effects that looks really good here. Yeah, it looks amazing on the parchment. And then here we have like a mock-up of the box here. So it's always nice to have mock-ups. People need to see what they will get, even if it's a project is not ready yet. And the text on the right, and then here it's the opposite. It's the opposite with the text on the left and the image mock-ups on the right. So it's always fun, you know. It's not everything in the same position. We have to make these little games for people to be interested while scrolling. So we have the mock-ups of the characters, then some illustrations of the wands. The wands look really good because it's not easy to make unique stuff around the wizarding space. And I think you know why I'm saying this. We have something that is really famous that everyone knows, and making stuff around the wizarding world and not being compared to other franchises is not easy. So I think this is a great job. Then we can see an entire card, another mock-up. It looks fun, and I think it looks easy to understand as well. And then acrylic tokens. Yeah, they all have the same design style, the same illustration style, which is something very important because it's not all random styles. It needs to be from one or two illustrators and keep that same feeling throughout the game. Okay, here we have these boxes of information, spellcaster micro expansion. Okay, so here the background, this is what I would use for the banners, like even if it's like faded or something like that, I would use that for the banners. These amazing illustrations here that I think the illustrator did for the game itself, I would use that here on these banners along with another shape. But yeah, I think this is probably all from one person because the style is really the same for the entirety of the game. Then we have, I think this is a wand, mage, micro expansion. Yeah, this looks great with the illustrations on the background, different colors. I think this is the wand from the Apprentice. Yeah, I love the colors. Then another banner. Ooh, Oh, I love this. Dang, this is amazing. Look at that illustration. So many stuff happening. The sun, the moon. Oh, I love this. Box sleeve with gold foil. With gold foil, this will look amazing. And we can see the other logo used when only talking about the title of the game. Yeah, this is amazing. Oh man, I think people will get this game just for the box. Honestly, this looks amazing with the gold, the black wings, the clouds look amazing. The geometric shapes here around, then the wands from each side. I just love this. And like you can see the Wandmaker, they are literally looking in the eye. I've seen so much illustrations and even live action stuff where people are front to front, but they don't necessarily look, they look like forward, you know. And here you can see them looking at the eye of one another. Even the Wandmaker is, I think he looks like a little bit sad. Probably because it's the master and the other is Apprentice, and it turned to the dark side. It looks a little bit sad looking at him. And the Apprentice is, on the other hand, is a little bit cold and a little bit even angry. But it's all amazing small touch that I really enjoy. This is amazing. And gold foil? Come on. Let's move on because that's an amazing box. Top tier, love it. Then connectable wand pieces. This is also something really fun. Being able to change like where you grab the wand and then the tip of the wand and change stuff around to make like the perfect wand. It's amazing. Then here is engraved metal, persuasion and customer dice. I think this is from the Apprentice. It must be. Then another mock-ups. I love these watercolor effects on the background. It looks really nice here. It's a really nice touch. And then the metal coins. You know, this is something that I struggle when putting random stuff one by one in one image, and they still need to look natural. It's so hard to make that. So here I think this is a photo of the metal coins already printed of the game, and then with the background removed because this is so naturally placed that it's impossible to be human made. This is, yeah, I think it's a photo. So yeah. Then here we have another feedback. It's always nice to break apart the pages. Then some photos of the wands, looking great. Some other photos of the board game. So they already have the game printed. It's not just like a concept. And then another random cat, because why not? I love that they are always different and doing random stuff. Yeah, this card here, I would probably work on it a little bit design-wise. It's easy to understand, of course, but it's not. I think it's not in the same top quality of the rest of the campaign. Then some other photos of the game, looking awesome. I love this effect that they've placed on post-production, I think. Then reward tiers. Another mock-up of the entirety of the assets that people will get. Again, the amazing box. I just love this. And here we can see really the gold foil all around. And see here the background, it has these little lines that just gives a little bit more composition. That's what I would use for the banners here, you know. Something like that, just simple, but it really gives some depth and some more interesting stuff going around. And then these circles, They're not just a circle with the price, they have stuff happening on the background, always magic stuff happening all around the campaign. Then here you have two boxes that unlocks 4-player mode. Awesome. Oh, I really love this. I really love this. It's divided in 3 categories: the retail edition, exclusive edition, and ultimate edition. And then you see the colors change of the logo for each part. Like the first one it's the normal logo, then this one is the logo with the red, and then here the amazing like dark blue with gold, because it's the ultimate edition, you know. And with a different box, the amazing box. It's like, I can't get over it. And everything else here is really easy to understand, so people can scroll through and understand what they'll get. Then the add-ons, I can see here they changed like this box design, just maybe because it's something different. I also do something always different for the add-ons part. So yeah, looking great as well with the mockups. Then what's in the box? Now here we have another set of colors with illustrations on the background. I love this frame effect of paper effect. It's amazing. With this golden frame as well. Everything is well put together. And then we have these clouds with the text in it, not just the text randomly put, but we can also use just the text in this part, because it would also contrast very well with the background. And then the Gamefound exclusive Ultimate Edition is red and orange because it's another thing, you know, so we have to change the color and everything in it. The box again, 55 spot UV customers cards. Everything is very magical. I love this background with these stars or magic flares. Then their story part. Yeah, here it's basically a letter with this old paper and then this calligraphy, like someone has written this, and then the quiver at the end. Yeah, nice touch. How to play, and another random cat, obviously. Then another banner, a new banner, design-wise, with the characters in their acrylic forms. I love this illustration on the background. Then random illustrations. Oh, so the Wandmaker have an illustration for the back, and then the Aprentice have another. So nice. Some other instructions, and then this banner completely different from the others. What you choose will affect the following. I would just place this a little bit down so it's not like almost touching the wand here, and it has more space to breathe before these instructions that are great because I love this splatter effect, and it has the color of the thing they're talking about. So the resources, it's green, the cauldron, it's pink, then the extra power, it's yellow, and the point/rules, it's baby blue. And the only thing that would change here is like the position of these splatter effects, so it's not like copy paste and just change the color. I would like use one and then copy that one, but then invert it horizontally, and always like that, so it's just it's not always the same thing. But this is just me, people don't really see those kind of things, so that's just me being picky. And then another cat, obviously. Oh my god, I love these illustrations because the cat is not always doing the same thing. It's always another pose, another expression. I just love that. It gives so much personality to the campaign. However, then the Other Wandmaker actions. Steer the cauldron. Love the background, the green background with these wind and flares. Then there's the Apprentice part. I love that the wand changes as we are speaking about one or other character. Oh, I can see a dragon here. Okay, so there's dragons as well. At the end of 2 rounds, the wizard with the most points is declared the victor, solidifying their legacy among the legendary masters of wandcraft. Yeah, looking awesome. The cat. Then here we have some videos. Oh, we can see here the illustration like very close. Something that I would love is to have this illustration like the original file, the original PSD file. I would like zoom in until oblivion, because I just love to go into these amazing illustrations and see everything that was done. So yeah, that would be amazing. Oh. Then what people are saying, and another cat just behind that. Then again, here we have the image of the person on the left, the right, the text on the right, and then switching. Stretch goals. Oh, the cat, my god. Yeah. Then here they chose the green. Yeah, I love these little banners with the things just surpassing the size of the banner. I would just give a little bit more space, but that's just me, between, you know, each section. A cat. Then the timeline. Yeah, the timeline is always something very tricky to do. I don't know if there's lots of ways we can create timelines, but this one works. Like each timeline has a shape different from the other. Then the little, like the road made of stars, so you can see what comes next to each other. Another cat. Then the estimated shipping is always something that will have boxes with prices and the countries, and they use the country's flag, which is something nice because it's easier to understand. The cat just hanging on. It's amazing. Meet the artist, Amber Komavongsa. So she. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I said. She's the illustrator, or one of the illustrators from Disney's Lorcana. I knew it. I knew that style from somewhere. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Obviously, she is, and I have to follow her immediately. Then there's her story. One of my first art memories is trying to draw what I saw on TV, namely Fairly Odd Parents and Teen Titans. Then I poured my energy into creating my own graphic novel that was inspired by Clamp and Full Metal Alchemist. Then the story part, which is always something very important too, so that the creators can communicate with the bakers and the players. So it's a couple with cats, obviously. Obviously they have to have cats because it's everywhere here. Casey and Zoe, owners of Sweeter Bear Games and designers of the Wandmaker's Apprentice. They live in the Midwest with their 2 kitties, Mia and Winnie. When they aren't playing board games, you can catch us playing video games, think Zelda and Pokemon, watching movies, Star Wars, Stranger Things, and even sometimes getting outside to touch some grass. Yeah, it's also important. They have been making board games for about 20 years. Oh, I'm just only knowing them right now. I'm late to the party. Then join us in the fun, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, YouTube. obviously. So he has a laptop, the cat. Nice. I don't know what he's seeing because it's a little bit, I don't know what he's looking at, but... And yeah, that's about it. I really love the design of this campaign. This can also serve as inspiration for us campaign designers, and they already have 60k and it's 14 days left on the time I'm recording this. So this is a really successful campaign, and the game looks awesome. And I wish them the best of luck with this game as well. I think people love this so much, and it's showing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've learned something about this. Go bake the game if you liked it, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.